Hey guys, what's going on? This is Vega Rain, now TuNe Rain. First thing I want to say, starting off this commentary, is a big thank you to everyone who has subscribed to me and whoever follows on any of my videos. And a big thank you for everyone who liked and commented on that last video and watched it and enjoyed that. As you can see right now, I'm pretty much just fucking around on World of War, giving you guys something to watch, at least while I'm doing this commentary. But I pretty much want to explain why I left Vega and joined TuNe, and a lot of other things that have been going on as far as that goes. So let's pretty much start out from the beginning. When Acid ended, when I was in that clan, the Acid Lab, that clan ended for other reasons. The leader. I'm trying to think. Zyma and Pips got paid $500 to recruit this player and make him a co-leader, and long story short, they didn't give him any powers in the clan, so he gave out the clan's information to whoever hacked Acid Lab. It happened a while ago, but in case you weren't familiar on why that clan is gone, is because they took $500 of this guy's money and they didn't give him any power to recruit any players or do anything, but they gave him the channel password and all of that. So I think that's pretty stupid on their part, and pretty stupid that they didn't let him do anything, because he actually wanted to change a lot. But anyway, back to the whole Vega thing. But after I left that clan, I decided I was looking at clans and looking at who I wanted to join, because I had a few people that wanted me to join other clans. And I knew a lot of my friends joined Vega, and they asked me to while I was in Acid, but I was pretty content with Acid. I wanted to stay with them for a little bit, so I just wanted to stay in that clan. I didn't feel like leaving, but I was kind of forced to leave with the whole hacking of the clan and all of that, and not really hacking, just giving the password away and just letting it go down the shitter. So basically, after I left Acid, or got forced to leave, or whatever you want to say it, I joined Vega. And the main reason why I joined Vega is because they had a really, really amazing team Taj. And if you want to go look at that, it's called Resurrection. Just look up Vega, Resurrection, whatever. I mean, I'm not going to talk shit about the clan or anything like that during this whole thing. I'm just going to give my straight up opinion. I still think there's a lot of good people in that clan. It's just something that they did a few days ago, it was 2 days ago. It really ticked me off and ticked off a lot of players. So that was my main reason on leaving. But basically, I joined Vega because they had really high standards when I joined, and their team Tajas were really good. As I saw, they were really consistent. They had good players. They had good momentum. There was good subscribers, good views, all of that jazz that you want to look for in a clan. And it seemed like it was pretty well run. The leaders were fine. They were active, and everyone in the clan was active. But over the past few months, not so much as far as players being active, and as far as, by the way, what happened in the game was the host left or whatever, if you're still watching that or care anything about that. But pretty much the players have been inactive. They've been putting out shittier standards as time goes on, split feeds, triple headshot feeds with the SVU, and faded feeds and stuff like that. So pretty much they were doing that, so it was kind of going downhill a little bit, and it wasn't starting to kick up. But I had faith because I saw the Dropbox for Resurrection 2, and it has a lot of sick clips in it, as far as I've seen. I've watched a lot of those clips in there. I put a lot of sick clips in there, and it looked like it was going to do fine. But the thing that pissed me off in that clan, the reason why I joined TuNe in the first place, is because 2 days ago, our leader, one of the leaders, Vega Sunny, put out standards for the clan. And, obviously, that isn't a bad thing. It's good to set standards for everyone, so everyone knows they're on the same page and there's good communication there. Now, the thing that he did put out, though, is he said that, quad feeds with ray guns reusable. That was one of the really, really low standards that he put out that I thought was just completely bullshit. I mean, we're in a clan where people are hitting 6 on-screens and quad headshot feeds on the regular basis and stuff like that. And people can't get their standards up in their episodes high enough. And to fix this, they lowered the standards in the clan. I don't know why you would lower the standards in a clan that was doing very well to begin with. I mean, if I'm someone watching Vega's videos versus FaZe's videos, or whoever, or Darth or Obey or Soar, or whoever's videos that you're watching out there, I'm going to look and say, you know what, I want to watch Vega because they stand out. I like them because I saw Resurrection and it was awesome, and I saw so-and-so's episode and I really liked it, and I wanted to subscribe and support that team, or, you know, just watch them on YouTube for fun or whatever you want to do. But, I mean, like, the kind of stuff where you're seeing the split feeds and the faded feeds in the episodes is just, it makes me, as like someone who watches them, if I'm just some guy who's just like finding stuff to watch on YouTube in my spare time and I don't really care that much, then I mean, I'm probably going to watch FaZe, to be completely honest, because FaZe, they have their higher standards. Now, if we had higher standards than FaZe, like we did, as far as I saw, like as far as their team Taj went, it was crazy standards. I mean, if you have that, then you stand out and people want to watch you. But if you start lowering your standards just to be more like the community, and like having people in the clan that can't hit those standards, it's like, well, if they're in the clan and they can't hit the standards, then I'm sorry, but maybe you shouldn't be in this clan. Maybe you should find another clan. I know a lot of people might not agree with that way of thinking, that, you know, if you can't keep up, then maybe you should get kicked or whatever. But, I mean, as a leader, you need to make that decision. If, let's say, a person hasn't put out an episode for 3 months, or hasn't put out an introducing since, you know, he's been in the clan, and he's been in the clan for like 8 months, then that person needs to go. It's as simple as that. That's your job as a leader. It's just taking up spots on the roster. It just makes it look like your team is overfilled when it doesn't need to be. If you have people pumping out episodes that are crazy or whatever, then they need to stay. But the people that can't keep up with the standards, and they've had well over 2 months to get an episode out, and you see split feeds in it and such, then, like I said, you need to just go find another clan and just be, I mean, you don't have to be a dickhead about it. You just need to say, I'm sorry, man, but like we're looking for a little bit better, or like maybe even give them a warning and be like, well, we can't upload your episode because it doesn't meet our standards, but you have time to put out another episode and fix that. You just need to get your standards up. Or maybe just ask them, like, say, well, what's been going on? Like, why aren't you putting out this? And if they say, I don't know what you're talking about, then most likely they're just not good enough to hit those standards that you're setting. But if they're saying, like, well, you know, my dad died or my mom died or whatever, then, you know, obviously you might give them another month to put out an episode. And if it's really good, maybe, you know, obviously keep the player. But if it's the same thing, like split feeds, and be like, I'm sorry, man, but we have to let you go, and just be nice about it. You don't have to be like a douchebag, but leaders need to grow some balls and not just keep their friends in the clan just to keep their friends in the clan. Like, if you have split feeds and faded feeds or whatever, and you can't keep up with standards, you're going to get kicked. It's simple as that, and that's how leaders' mindset should be. But if you're a leader and you're really compassionate, and you care about the players, and, well, he's been in the clan for a year now and hasn't put out an episode, but he's really cool to talk to, it's like, well, he shouldn't be in the clan. Maybe he should be just cool to talk to, and, you know, kind of separate away from that. I know this has been a long commentary, and I hope you guys have enjoyed it. I'm trying to wrap it up really quickly, but just make like one more point really quick. I saw this with a previous clan that I was in, one of the first clans I was in, Avenge. Our leader, Energy, he was in like 8 clans at once. He was in like Soar and Obey and all that crap. Like, at the same time. I don't know how he pulled that off or whatever, but the leaders resolved that, and he got kicked from a few clans. And basically, I don't know what he's doing now, but if you guys have known, if you've ever watched Avenge, you can go to their channel, Team Avenge, just / Team Avenge, and you can see that it is closed, or has ended, because the leader, frankly, was shit. Energy was shit. I mean, I'm sorry to say that, but he just didn't have he didn't have the ambition to be a leader in the first place. Like, he had a really good clan, and like, I was part of the Modern Warfare 3 sniping team. Like, Avenge didn't always start off as Black Ops only. It was originally going to be multi-COD. Well, actually, scratch that. It was originally going to be Black Ops 1 only, and then it was multi-COD, so he recruited multi-COD players. You can look at their first team, Taj. It has multi-COD in it, and I was in that when it first came out, but after that, it was starting to be like, well, we need to bump up the standards. And he made it so it was like 5 on-screens for all games besides Black Ops 1. Like, I'm being a little bit more, like, over the top with that, but basically, it was 5 mans and up for clips, and it was 6 mans and up for, like, ray gun feeds. And this was back, like, a year or two ago, when no one hit that. Like, people in FaZe or whatever clan you want to say didn't even hit those kind of clips. So, I mean, frankly, like, the whole thing is that me and all the other people that feeded on Modern Warfare 3 and a few people on Black Ops 1 left the clan, and a few leaders did. Just because they weren't going to put up with it. It's not fair. Like, you can't make multi-COD 5 mans and up and then make Black Ops 1 just like split quad feeds on Nuketown as the standards. Like, it's not fair to everyone else in the clan. So, needless to say, Avenge continued, and they were doing okay, and then they started recruiting shittier players, and then you start seeing the Nuketown, like, split quad feeds and faded feeds every other clip, and you're like, well, what is this? This is garbage. Like, why did I subscribe to this channel in the first place if you can't put out good standards? But anyway, that's my time. So thank you guys for watching, and I'd really appreciate if you left me a like and a comment, and possibly even subscribe to the TuNe Army. I'll put their link in below. And by the way, I know I owe a lot of people blowjobs, and if you don't know what that means, go watch Return of the King, Episode 1. Look in the description. You may have gotten a free blowjob without even knowing it. So, thank you guys for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this, and have a great day.